with you to give the same love and more to each of them. They've traveled halfway around the world, some of them, just to be here with you this afternoon. Their parents are home watching them, and the one thing that makes this Commonwealth united is the love across boundaries and borders. So your job is to make them feel special all through this afternoon. We'll be starting on time. My job was just to get you in the mood for when the ceremony actually starts. So are you happy? Are you hungry? Are you thirsty? We're going to feed you all the love, the warmth, and the food that you could experience right here in the hearts of young people from across the Commonwealth and the nations together in sweet TNT, the land that brings anybody from anywhere together and makes them one. That's what we do. I'll see you in a short while. Behave. Put your hands in the air one more time.
Guess the bad, make up, put up your hand. I feel like hot. Move any mountain, I trample remember the day when it had the crazy storm. Thunder, rolling, water, flowing. Yes, I know how it is. Please don't take it on. 365 days, I say. God is a Trinidad. From Sando to Togo, from Port of Spain to Piaco. God is a Trinidad. All inside that Tobago, from Bacalet to the Scarborough. Don't worry now, I love you. 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 The tide is high, I know. I'm on it very slow. They checked in the fire, yo. Car payment and mortgage due. You don't know what you go do when the landlord calling you. Furniture store and so outside building 22. I remember the day when it had the crazy storm. Thunder, rolling, water, flowing. Yes, I know how it is. Please don't take it on. 365 days, I say. God is a Trinidad. From Sando to Togo, from Port of Spain to Piaco. God is a Trinidad. All inside that Tobago, from Bacalet to the Scarborough. Don't worry now, I love you. 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 So as long as you call my name, then I will answer. I'm a happy camper, and love is my sponsor. Oh, and as long as I'm man of life, then I will dance up. No time for no anger, I'm smiling with me hands up. Hey, what they calling me? Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi. Yeah, what they calling me? Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi. Cause I ever happy, yeah. Stress over, no, vex over.
So we need your assistance for just a minute, please. We need your assistance for just a minute for those persons who are gathered anywhere near the aisles, especially at the mid-aisle, at the midpoint of the stadium. We kindly ask that you clear those aisles, please. It is imperative for the start of our programs. So if you will kindly assist us, make your way to your seats and ensure that you're not standing in the aisle passageways. Security need those areas cleared. And thank you in advance for assisting. Thank you.
Oh, and as long as I'm man of life, then I will dance up. No time for no anger, I'm smiling with me hands up. Hey, what they calling me? Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi. Yeah, what they calling me? Mr. Happy Papi, Mr. Happy Papi. Cause I ever happy, yeah. Everybody put your hands up high, yeah. Oh, put your hands up high. Everybody put your hands up high, yeah. Well, this is my time now. The time when everybody meets everybody. The time has come. The time when every creed and race will smile as one. Yeah. Well, everybody, let me see you put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air now. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air. Put your hands up. Yes, this is our time. Tell them this is our time. Tell them this is our time. Tell them this is our time. Now I see the struggle through our pride, and I see the passion in our eyes. It's a culture that could never be replaced. No, all of the colors in the sky, keep them flying, keep them high, is a piece of history from all creeds and races. So, I want to go where the music lives. And only so got to feel like this. It's like a throw my stress away. And it's there I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there I want to stay with you, and only you. Right there
like it's the strongest connection, or maybe the way the music does play. I will follow it in any direction. I was born in the perfect place. It's way more than natural selection. So anywhere soca music is, I will be there, yeah.
From the action in Tobago to the historic Hasely Crawford Stadium here in Trinidad and Tobago, we welcome you to the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023, a week of action, the biggest multidisciplinary sporting activity this year anywhere in the planet happens right here in Trinidad and Tobago. My name is Hasely. Welcome to the opening ceremony.
My name is Jarrell Foz. Between Trinidad and Tobago, right now, 1,000 athletes from 70 different countries are all trained and very much excited to participate this year. Additionally, we have 500 officials, very skilled and competent production team, technical crew, and of course our volunteers who are all making sure that this experience is an exciting and memorable one. Sani, anything you can let us know about what to expect?
Well, as Trinbagonians, we absolutely love to showcase our culture. And so to be able to get the opportunity to do that on this level is an honor that I think we all share. We have the orchestra behind us. We have a lot of young Trinbagonians who are here to showcase not just their sporting techniques and talents, but our culture as well.
Well, definitely, when we speak about our culture and our talents, we must make mention of the mascot for the games this year. The mascot done by 8-year-old Jibril Aniset of Port of Spain. He designed the mascot, and on the mascot it's of a leatherback turtle. It's called Coquet, named after a coquet broom, something that traditionally people in Trinidad and Tobago would use as a cleaning device, where they take strips from a coconut tree and make a broom together.
That's right. You put it out to dry,
they use it,
and then you heap it up together.
Yes.
Jarrell actually knows the full technique.
Yes, you have a technique to it, you know. You don't always need a broom. A nice little coquet.
But Coquet, nevertheless, is the name of our mascot for the games this year. There are pan notes on the shell of the mascot, and it's the leatherback turtle, which is an important part of our ecosystem here in Trinidad and Tobago. And for those of you all that have never seen them lay their eggs, you can come to Trinidad and Tobago and witness them laying their eggs. And if you're lucky enough, you may just be there when they actually hatch, and it is a beautiful thing to see. But nevertheless, we're here for the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023. We are here for the games. This is just one venue.
Yes.
Here at Hasely Crawford Stadium, but there's so much action happening in Tobago as well in terms of the Shore Park complex. Right now, the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago, Ivor Archie, is actually making his way into the venue at this point in time, and we do have various members of cabinet here. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago is set to join us, as well as the President of Trinidad and Tobago, the 7th President, Christine Kangaloo, also set to join us. But back to the venues of the games, I mean, we have multiple sporting disciplines, guys. We're talking about Big Five netball, which we know traditionally Trinidad and Tobago has been great at.
Yes.
Because in 1979, we would have won the World Netball Championships. And all the way here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium, there's also the Jean Pierre Complex named
correct.
after one of our netball legends. We also get ready for Rugby Sevens, guys.
Yes, which is happening in Tobago as well. No?
Which is happening in Tobago Shore Park Complex. And we also get ready for triathlon. We have our triathletes ready, and this is the first time in the Commonwealth Youth Games that we're going to have Paralympics and para-athletes. And it's not just Paralympics and para-athletes in terms of the running. We also have para-swimming, which is going to be happening as well here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. But right now we pay attention to the arrival of our President, Christine Kangaloo. Her Excellency has just entered.
Thank you to Proman Starlift. We invite you to sit. To deliver welcome remarks at the 7th Commonwealth Youth Games, Trinbago 2023, please welcome the Minister of Sport and Community Development, the Honorable Shamfa Kajo.
Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and Mr. Kerwin Garcia, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, and Mrs. Sharon Clark Rowley, Justice Ivor Archie, Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago, and Mrs. Denise Archie, the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland, Commonwealth Secretary General, Dame Louise Martin, President of the Commonwealth Games Federation, government ministers, high commissioners and heads of mission, Ms. Diane Henderson, President of the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association, and other members of the TTCGA, members of the local organizing committee, sponsors, athletes, specially invited guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. On behalf of the government and the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I welcome you to our beautiful shores. Your presence here, large in your numbers and resplendent in your diversity, symbolizes everything for which Trinidad and Tobago has become famous. A rainbow nation offering a place and a world of response of opportunities to all people, despite nationality, religion, ability, gender, race, color, or creed. It's no accident of history that these games are being held during the month of August, when we commemorate our emancipation and celebrate the steel pan. Our national instrument is a powerful and enduring symbol of the best of our nation, our resourcefulness, our resilience, creativity, courage, and grit. The moment is here. From dream to reality, this is it. We are gathered at the iconic Hasely Crawford Stadium as one big, happy Commonwealth family for the historic opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023. Today, in our own quintessential Trinbagonian way, we bask in the glory of creating history. This is the first time our country has been granted the opportunity to host an international multi-sport event. The first time the Commonwealth Youth Games are being staged in the Caribbean. The first time para-athletics is being introduced to the sport program, and the first time that these games are being held on 2 separate islands. There are so many moving parts in the ecosystem of hosting an event of this nature. For a small island developing state like ours, it is a huge test of capacity, capability, and an indomitable will. It has been an arduous 5-year journey, but a fulfilling and rewarding one indeed. Today, we celebrate the collective and collaborative efforts of so many people who have been committed to the cause from day one, and who will continue to pull their weight, hold the fort, and carry the banner over the next few days to the very end of the Games. To the Commonwealth Games Federation, thank you for reposing your confidence in us. To the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association, we salute your vision and dedication in bringing us to this point. To the volunteers, officials, corporate partners, the local organizing committee, the Tobago House of Assembly, and the various arms of our government, I owe you a debt of gratitude. And last, but certainly not least, to the athletes, officials, parents, guardians, spectators, and supporters from our Commonwealth family, thank you for accepting our invitation. We urge you to explore and embrace the beauty of our country, the warmth of our people, the richness of our culture, and our eclectic cuisine. May you enjoy your stay and please do come again. In this, the Commonwealth Year of Youth, and as a proud product of the Commonwealth Youth Program myself, I am pleased to state that Trinbago2023 is a firm declaration of our commitment to investing in our youth, advancing our development, and uniting our people like never before through the powerful tool of sport, nationally, regionally, internationally, across the Commonwealth family. I warmly welcome you to Trinidad and Tobago. I wish you a safe and successful Commonwealth Youth Games, and I sincerely thank you.
Thank you to the Minister of Sport and Community Development, the Honourable Shamfa Kajo. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We request that the aisles in the forward covered stand are made clear. Thank you for your assistance.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Trinbago's Commonwealth Youth Games Carnival Parade of the Bands. How are you feeling? I'm Ryan Bechu, one of two voices you'll be hearing in this Carnival Parade of the Commonwealth Bands, happening for the first time in Trinidad and Tobago.
And I'm Natasha Lake, here for you this beautiful afternoon. We are here to highlight what is presented to us today by the nations. The glitz, the glamour, the pageantry, all right here at the 2023 Commonwealth Youth Carnival Parade.
You know, Natasha, the last time these youth games were held, it was way back in 2017 in the Bahamas.
2017? Wow, that was a long time ago. COVID came and halted life as we know it. But we're back and we're outside, ready to show off the talents of all the masqueraders of the Commonwealth of Nations.
This evening, we're going to celebrate us, a liberated people, a proud Commonwealth people, as we're celebrating the gathering of nations. Ladies and gentlemen, my Commonwealth people, we have with us Trinbago's traditional mask characters.
Well, they moan and they fuss and they say we won, we bet, and they abuse and they cuss and they say this is a threat. Yes, they damn and they blast and they say we hope it ain't true. They won't dare to cancel. We jump up 1972. When they hear they go get the carnival. All masqueraders on.
Ryan, I see another guest presentation coming up the road, and it looks like we're going from the traditional to modern mass. We have with us, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Trinbago's Pretty Mass. Frolicking, fantastic, feathered fantasy. Let's welcome them on stage.
Just like my team coming true, just like my dreams coming true, come true, come true. Happy people, live your life. Pour a drink in your cup and put your hands up and jump up and bring the hype. Cause we feeling nice. Happy people, live your life. People could say what they want to say, but still they can't take your stride. Spread your hand them left and right. Okay. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. We are pro. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. Jump around. We are pro. Jump around. Jump around. Happy. Jump around. Jump around. We are pro. Jump around. Jump around. Happy. Jump around.
Whoa, Natasha! After that presentation, I know I need to visit the gym.
Visit? I need to get a room there, Ryan. That was pace. Energy. The excitement was infectious.
People all over the world, it is happening right here in Carnival City, Trinidad and Tobago, on this Carnival Street, Aripita Avenue. Get ready to wave for love. Get ready to wave for unity. Get ready to wave for freedom.
I'm so happy I met you. Your traditional band looked so good.
Yes, yes, and all your pretty band look naked. But you don't feel cool.
No, Papa. The place too hot for that. Like the avenue tonight, it's hot. This carnival spirit is alive and well. These Commonwealth games are going to be off the charts. Also, their technology on point, accessing information real easy, Papa. These games are going to be lit. Plus, I cannot wait to see the Commonwealth athletes parade their nation's colors and mass.
That's right. It's good to see the people free up and enjoying themselves for the Carnival parade. You know, there was a time when fear and fright controlled our Carnival. We couldn't celebrate how we wanted to, It was like we were becoming slaves again. Even though slavery ended and we were liberated people, they were trying to enslave our Carnival, control it to their liking. But the people fight back.
Make us stop the procession. Seize flambeau and stick from both man and woman. Beat and jail them with cruel premeditation. It was hellfire, brimstone, and damnation. Got him where, got him where. Got him where, got him where. Pay the devils, pay the devils, pay the devils, pay the devils. Who is the devil? I can tell. Who is the devil? I can tell. The devil have we living in hell. The devil have we living in hell. Pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil, pay the devil. In 1881 was a different matter. The Cambule revelers prepare for Baker. Imagine a team in barrack yard, living conditions worse than bad. No room for morality and decency. Good family life. Privacy, but a feeling of excitement is rushing through. Baker could get a surprise too.
Hold up your torch of freedom! Men, remember our former glory, our great and ancient legacy! Belmont! Dry River! Lakuhab! Delia Point! Remember our former glory, our great and ancient legacy. What we have to lose? What we have to lose?
What we have to lose? What we have to lose in this battle? What we have to lose in this battle? Tell Baker Yachts in trouble. We have to lose. What we have to lose in this battle? What we have to lose in this battle? Tell Baker Yachts in trouble. We have to lose. What we have to lose in this battle? What we have to lose in this battle? Tell Baker Yachts in trouble. We have to lose. What we have to lose in this battle? What we have to lose in this battle? Tell Baker Yachts in trouble.
Tell them all is stink and dirty, stink and dirty. Viking. Double M. Hey. You free them, but run for your life. You free them, they see, they see, they see. You free them, but run for your life. You free them.
Jago Martians.
They come out of boss man. They blows the belting like they want to boss man. No matter what they do, me I no bong to them. Way they get in like they want to come for me. So tell them come for me. Right now I'm feeling the tension, and it's too much to mention. They take up all my attention. Holy faith, of everything you accuse me, and all the times you abuse me, but now you cannot refuse me. Holy faith, I was born in a village. I learned my upbringing, where all was bagging.
Victory was ours. We were liberated from the shackles that they tried to strangle our carnival with. We were emancipated from the confinement that they had tried to put our carnival under. Liberation was ours. Juve barrio paleve la suyo.
Okay, Papa, relax. Take it easy. I only have 1 grandpa. I need you around for a long time, so just take it easy for me.
This steel pan. That is the sound of carnival. That is the sound of an instrument that has gone through a struggle of rejection, resistance, and refusal. That instrument went through wars, many steel band clashes. You hear it? That is our pan. It's grown and respected as the only acoustic instrument invented in the 20th century. That simple instrument you hear in there has power. It's in every international orchestra. It's taught in universities across the Commonwealth and the world. That steel pan, just a man, a hammer, and an oil drum. Just that to create that classic instrument they call the pan now creates melodies and harmonies. From City Hall to Carnegie Hall, this instrument make this tiny island stand out among the rest. This pan.
Papa, our country, like many Commonwealth countries, has overcome many trials and tribulations, and steel pan has its place in that struggle for real. This tiny island do real things, eh?
Yes, from far back as slavery. Some of us were brought here by force. Then there was the arrival of our indentured laborers, those who came on ships to work the fields, who now have become our brothers and sisters.
घने घन घोर कार छाए बदरा धमक धमक गूंजे बदरा के डंके चमक चमक देखो बिजुरियां चमके मन धड़काए बदरवा मन धड़काए बदरवा मन धड़काए बदरवा
काले मेघा पानी तो बरसाओ
काले मेघा पानी तो बरसाओ बिजली की तलवार नहीं बूंदों के बाण चलाओ मेघा छाए बरखा लाए
गिर गिर आए गिर के आए कहे ये मन मचल मचल नहीं चल संभल संभल
गए दिन बदल तू घर से निकल बरसने वाला अब अमृत जल दुविधा के दिन बीत गए भैया मलहार सुनाओ घनन घनन घिर घिर आए बदरा
घने घन घोर कार छाए बदरा
धमक धमक तुझे बदरा के डंके
चमक चमक देखो बिजुरियां चमके
मन धड़काए बदरवा मन धड़काए बदरवा मन मन धड़काए बदरवा सजाने लाई है धरती के दुल्हन को
डाली डाली पहनेगी फूलों के कंगन सुख अब बरसेगा आंगन
खिलेगी अब गली गली हंसेगी अब गली गली
हवा जो चली तरत लगी भली
जला दे जो तन मन वो धूप ढली काले मेघा पानी तो बरसाओ बिजली की तलवार नहीं बूंदों के पान चलाओ घनन घनन गिर गिर आए बदरा घने घन घोर गाए छाए बदरा धमक धमक तुझे बदरा के डंके चमक चमक देखो
The East Indian indentured laborers came. Some Chinese indentured laborers came as well. And after that, the Portuguese came. There are many countries in the Commonwealth with this same story, eh? Our geography might separate us, but our struggles, our liberations, and our history, well, they have a lot in common with each other. In this Commonwealth, we have a legacy of liberation.
Papa, this Commonwealth is so rich with different races, ethnicities, cultures. I just love that I'm a part of it. I can't wait to see the Parade of Nations now, you know. So excited, I can't wait.
Child, what you really know about this Commonwealth, eh?
Papa, I know plenty. I know some stuff. In secondary school, they taught us about the Commonwealth of Nations, you know. So I know things, okay? Hear this. Let me go. All these countries under the same rules started to tire, being members of an empire, but they were without a ruler. They showed allegiance to the monarchy, but what was their future? There was no surety. So they came together and formed their own community called the Commonwealth, and for the most part, they lived in unity. They lived in unity. Boom! How you like that?
Very impressive, granddaughter. But hear this. My partner Brian London here will sing about the Commonwealth of Nations for us. Sing it for them, Brian.
This Commonwealth is a celebration, a united gathering of liberated nations. They came together to form a working community, always seeking out better opportunity. Big and small, all countries answered the call. They stood together and didn't fall, working on their values of destiny, equality and humanity. And everybody say, Ratty Ray, we could jump and break away. Santi Manite.
Kaisa!
Very good, Grandpa. You and Uncle Brian always still have it.
Child Calypso is part of our DNA. We can't lose that. Thank you, though. The appreciation is always welcome. Child, you seeing that? You hearing that? The ocean, it making waves. It whispers stories of the Commonwealth. The oceans of the Commonwealth inspires, feeds, and entertains its people. The oceans and seas play a significant role in the Commonwealth of Nations. It's what holds and connects us as Commonwealth people. Our oceans, the seas that surrounds us, it binds us. The oceans of the Commonwealth have as much history as the lands we live on. It has seen many battles, and it has been the scene of many liberations of the Commonwealth people. The waters of the oceans holds us, connects us.
Yeah, well, this is the water. Also aqua. Get ready to flow. There we go.
It's all about flooding the stream. Flooding.
When you see me back down, blowing all over the town. We join up like our salad. Full pressure when we start to wine. Give it up. So when you feel like tripping, get in the line. Then you turn off the engine and you get the wine. Start to move it slow like water. This is a creeper. Hold on your daughter. When you see me back
in the water. Drip, drop, drip, drop, dip. I want you to in the water. Drip, drop, drip, drop, dip. I said dip in the water. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. When you see me bang come down, water flowing, flowing all over the town. Water flowing, busting like a fresh line. Water flowing, woman in front and man behind. Water flowing, na 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 now we turn in the corner, so bend up the spine. When we reach on the foreshore, give them the wine. Turn the pipe and open the flow. Wiggle to and fro, through the valley and in the meadow. When you see me back come down, what's up going? Flowing all over the town. What's up going? Join up like a wasala. What's up going? Full pressure when we start to wine. What's up going? How we going? Drop, drip, drop, dip. Oh, yeah, dip in the water.
Papa, look, they're about to start. The bands are coming. The bands are coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the time is here. Let's welcome on our Peter stage the Commonwealth Parade of the Nations.
Wow, here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Commonwealth Mass at its best. Look at the creativity, the beauty, the brilliance of the presentations we are seeing here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Trinidad and Tobago is well represented here.
Promise from today. I never jump, wave like I never wave, wine like I never wine before. Just to show you I sorrow, and I need you back in my life. Look at people by the shore, emotions running high. We are not in the sky, tears running down we high. Can't you tell us we sorrow, and we need you back in my life. I need that promise from today I got like I never jump, 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 like I never jump. Promise from today I got like I never jump, 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 like I never jump.
Look we there, yeah. All up on the pavement. Hot girl and a speaker box. Real bumper we shaking. Yeah. This feeling amazing. It had no competition. This carnival is the greatest.
Hey, look how the ground shaking. All over town shaking. See how the ground shaking. Tell them it's by the ground. Stand right. Follow the big truck. It's a big band. There we go. We going right down till the last jump. Look everybody. Tell everybody. Start to shake the place. Jump up, shake up the whole place. Shake the ground, shake up the whole place. Shake up your whole waist. Shake the ground, shake up the whole place.
Yeah. All up on the pavement. Hot girl and a speaker box. Real bumper we shaking. Yeah. This feeling amazing. It had no competition. Carnival is the greatest.
This girl winding her girl roll on a big truck on the roadway. We come on the jump down in the van and this whole day. Some say it's a jump in the land. That is whole way. Tell them that the carnival is the greatest. Jump about, start to shake the place. Shake the ground, shake up the whole place. Jump about, start to shake the place.
I never come here for no stand up, no stand up, no stand up. I come to party with my hand up, hand up, hand up. Every entry. Set on the hard stage, set on the stage, set on the hard stage, set on the stage, hard set on the stage, hard set on the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Parade of Nations continues as we welcome the previous host of the 6th Commonwealth Youth Games. Please welcome on entry, the Bahamas.
I'm not going no small fret. Let me extend my apologies. Only big fret with big flag going overhead like canopy. Rag in me back pocket with a white vest, sneakers and wallabies. Knife tips and tight pants. I never really read none of these. I come from Bass Festival and from customs and
To
from
Bahamas as the last host of the Commonwealth Youth Games. Bahamas enters the stadium, first held in 2017. The games were officially known as the 6th Commonwealth Youth Games and commonly known as Bahamas 2017 or Nassau 2017. The games first started in 2000. 64 nations participated at that games. 51 of our young athletes represented Trinidad and Tobago there. Up next, we get ready to move on to Belize.
That's right, Hans. Belize is a small Central American nation. The athletes will be competing in 2 sporting categories with a total of 5 athletes. You have those 5 athletes, all right, commonly known as British Honduras. Belize became members of the Commonwealth in 1981.
Bermuda is here now, represented by a total of 16 athletes in 5 categories: athletics, beach volleyball, swimming, cycling, and triathlon. Jackson Langley, Fenella Whiteman, Daria Desmond, Jamie Bedford are the members of the triathlon team, and Bermuda has competed in every CYG since 2004.
All right, up next, we get ready for Team Canada. They'll compete in athletics with 17 athletes, beach volleyball with 4, netball with 10, and rugby sevens with 26, fielding a team of athletes. Canada has hosted 4 Commonwealth Games and has built on these important contributions to Commonwealth sport as a Commonwealth leader in sport and development internationally.
The Falkland Islands.
And the band parading right now the Falkland Islands. They are a group of islands consisting of East and West Falkland and about 700 smaller islands, which lie about 480 kilometers northeast of the southern tip of South America. Cyclist Jake Summers will be representing the Falkland Islands in the time trial and the road race.
Rayan Charles leads Guyana, which joined the Commonwealth in 1966. The Guyana National Olympic Committee was finally recognized in 1948 after becoming established during 1935. Guyana is represented by a delegation of 13. The competing athletes comprise of 5 track and field and 3 swimmers.
And finally, from the Americas, we get ready for the athletes from St. Helena. It's a UK overseas territory and one of the most remote participants in the Commonwealth Games. It lies 1,931 kilometers from the coast of Angola in Africa and is a volcanic and mountainous island. The National Amateur Sports Association in St. Helena was set up to organize the sports on the islands, and they're responsible for the teams being here. Up next, we move on to Africa.
19 countries from Africa, and Botswana is leading that. Botswana became a member of the Commonwealth in 1966, soon after becoming a republic. Total of 5 medals in CYG, competing in 3 sports: swimming, athletics, and netball.
Kimaya Green leads Cameroon. The Republic of Cameroon is a former French territory. It became a member of the Commonwealth in 1995, competing in athletics and swimming, and we have 2 athletes per discipline for this games.
And we look forward to seeing them here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium participating in athletics, the Aquatic Center in Couva, and all of the other activities. But next up, we get ready for Eswatini, a team of 6 comprising 4 athletes and 2 officials, competing in 2 sporting codes, athletics, and they are also going to be competing in swimming. The Kingdom of Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland, is a small landlocked country in the east of Southern Africa.
The Republic of Ghana, formerly the Gold Coast, became a member of the Commonwealth in 1957. This West African nation lies on the Gulf of Guinea and is surrounded by the Ivory Coast. The Ghana Olympic Committee was formed and recognized in 1952 and is responsible for the organizing their participants at the Commonwealth Games and the Commonwealth Youth Games.
LeBron David leads Kenya, which became members of the Commonwealth in 1963. Sitting aside the equator and extending from the Indian Ocean, Kenya is famous for its distance runners and their many Olympic and Commonwealth titles on the running track. The Kenya National Olympic Committee is responsible for their participation in the Games, both the Commonwealth and Youth Commonwealth Games.
Up next, the Kingdom of Lesotho, a landlocked country surrounded entirely by South Africa. They became members of the Commonwealth in 1966. Not a very big delegation from Lesotho, just about 8 athletes there. And they will be competing in different sporting disciplines. Remember, we have various venues. This is the first time the Games is going to be spread across 2 islands, Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, a Trinbago welcome goes out to Malawi, now crossing the track. A delegation of 11 people comprising of 6 athletes, 3 coaches, 1 team manager, and chief de mission. The landlocked Republic of Malawi is bordered by 3 fellow Commonwealth nations, Zambia, Tanzania, and Mozambique.
Amaya Ferreira leads Mauritius, competing in 2 athletic categories. Athletics has Mary Jade Catherine and Marie Cheryl Pauline, and cycling has Samuel and Jeremy. The Republic of Mauritius lays off the southeast coast of Africa and the east of Madagascar.
All right, up next, Mozambique, the team of 5 athletes. They'll be competing in 3 respective categories. Athletics, they're going to be in beach volleyball, so we're going to see them in Tobago at the Black Rock Complex. And Mozambique joined the Commonwealth in 1995, a former Portuguese territory. We look forward to seeing them in swimming as well at the Aquatic Center in the Couva.
We are still looking at our African nations. Namibia, a total of 14 athletes competing in 4 sporting categories: triathlon, cycling, swimming, athletics. The Republic of Namibia became members of the Commonwealth in 1990, 33 years ago, and formed a National Olympic Committee in the same year. The Namibia National Olympic Committee is responsible for the country's participation at the Commonwealth Games and Youth Games.
Loud celebration for Nigeria, led by Kyle Williams. On the 1st of October 1960, Nigeria joined the Commonwealth. It is known to be a densely populated West African country. It's low-lying with lagoons and sandy beaches. There is a high plateau of extinct volcanoes in the center of the country and a mountainous area along its border with Cameroon.
Up next, Rwanda, the Central Eastern African Republic of Rwanda, joined the Commonwealth in November 2009 during the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Trinidad and Tobago, actually. So some connectivity there with our twin island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. They won their first ever Games medal at the Bahamas in 2017.
Seychelles following right behind this afternoon with 5 athletes, swimming, track and field. That's where their focus is. The Republic of Seychelles joined the Commonwealth in 1976, lying in the western part of the Indian Ocean, north of Madagascar.
South Africa.
South Africa, led by Nikolai Nichols, earned a total of 18 members in 2017. The Republic of South Africa joined the Commonwealth in 1931 under the Statute of Westminster. Having left in 1961, it rejoined in 1994. South Africa comprises of 9 provinces and borders 5 other countries within its own land area. It also has the Atlantic and Indian Oceans as sea borders. Welcome, South Africa.
And a flag a little bit similar to our own of Trinidad and Tobago, Tanzania. The United Republic of Tanzania joined the Commonwealth in 1961. The country borders on to the Indian Ocean to the east and has land borders with 8 other nations. Remember, all of the athletes that you're seeing here today, they're between the ages of 14 to 18, and they will be competing in various sporting disciplines over the next week.
Let's welcome Uganda.
This is Uganda's 7th year competing at the Commonwealth Youth Games. This year, they carry 10 athletes. In swimming, they have 4, athletics 6, and previously won 15 medals at the Commonwealth Youth Games. Crossing right now, Uganda.
And we welcome our final nation from Africa. Please welcome Zambia.
And rounding off Africa, we get ready for Zambia.
Tyrell Jordan Bailey rounds us off with Africa, with the African countries, with Zambia. Formerly known as Northern Rhodesia, it joined the Commonwealth in 1964. Zambia will participate in athletics, cycling, and swimming, and comprises of 7 athletes, accompanied by 3 coaches and 2 members of the games management team.
As we round off the African nations, we now head to the athletes from Asia, and we start with Bangladesh. The People's Republic of Bangladesh joined the Commonwealth in 1972. The organization of the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games teams in the capital Dhaka sits with the Bangladesh National Olympic Committee, which was first formed in 1979 and formally recognized during 1980. Kicking off our Asian nations this afternoon for the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023, Bangladesh.
Abode of peace. That's what Brunei translates to. It's a small state in Southeast Asia on the northwest coast of the island of Borneo in the Indonesia. They became a member of the Commonwealth during 1984 and is the same year established a National Olympic Committee.
Jelani leads India, who joined the Commonwealth during 1947. The team of 7 will be competing in 4 athletic categories. Abaya Singh will be doing 200 meters. There will be 400 meters, 800, the javelin, the relay, and Anupriya Sasi with shot put.
From India, we move on to Malaysia. The Commonwealth Games Association of Malaysia has been allotted a quota of 14 athletes in 4 sporting disciplines, namely athletics, aquatics, road cycling, and track cycling. Malaysia joined the Commonwealth in 1957. The country lies north of the equator, and Singapore in Southeast Asia and south of Thailand. Malaysia is here to represent in Trinidad and Tobago for Commonwealth Youth Games 2023.
Pakistan crossing the tracks right now. The Islamic Republic of Pakistan joined the Commonwealth in 1947 and re-entered it again in 1989 after leaving the fold in 1972. Pakistan lies north of the tropic and is responsible for the country's participation in the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games.
The Republic of Singapore joined the Commonwealth in 1965, but have had a recognized National Olympic Committee established since 1947 and 48. The name Singapore derives from the Sanskrit Singapura, city of the lion.
And rounding off our group from Asia, Sri Lanka. The Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka joined the Commonwealth in 1948. It is an island in the Indian Ocean, separated from India by the Palak Strait. However, it is almost linked to the Indian mainland by Adams Bridge and Atoll Barrier. Up next, we get ready to head to the European nations.
That's right, Cyprus leading the way, and they will take part in the games by sending 11 athletes. That's 8 youths, 3 juniors, and 5 of the 7 sports of the program. In detail, the 11 athletes had been declared to compete in swimming, beach volleyball, and cycling, to name a few.
England has taken part in each edition of the Commonwealth Youth Games since its inception in 2000. Team England's squad of 58 athletes, made up of more females than males, will compete in 4 of the sports on the program, with representation in athletics, para-athletics, beach volleyball, fast 5 netball, and swimming. Team England will be competing in 65 medal events over the 6 days of this competition.
Well, we move on to Gibraltar. It's a UK overseas territory on the coast of Spain. To the west across the Bay of Gibraltar is the port of Algeciras, and across the Strait of Gibraltar is Morocco. Their debut in the Commonwealth Games came in 1954 in Cardiff, which has since established Gibraltar as an integral and important member of the Games family. We move on to Guernsey.
And largest of the Channel Islands, Guernsey is now crossing. And Guernsey is a British Crown dependency island in the English Channel of off the coast of Normandy. It has a self-elected government, if you did not know, called the State of Guernsey. Guernsey joined the Commonwealth Games Federation in 1966.
Okay, up next we get ready for the athletes from Isle of Man. They are accompanied by their flag bearers. They are here representing, and on the track at present we have our Moko Jumbies, part of the Trinidad and Tobago culture, but other parts of the world they refer to them as stilt walkers. We continue with Jersey.
Led by Rihanna Panton, the island of Jersey is part of the Channel Islands, which includes Guernsey, Sark, Herm, and Alderney. The Channel Islands are situated in the Bay of Mont Saint Michael, and Jersey is just 14 miles from the coast of France. Not eligible to compete in their own right at the Olympic Games, the Commonwealth Games represents the pinnacle of sport, international sport for the people of Jersey.
Up next, Malta. The Republic of Malta entered the Commonwealth in 1964. Flag bearers Kira Itard and Kai Azopardi. They are here with Malta, and we can see they have their 360-degree camera as they are accompanied by one of the dancers in the water costume.
Northern Ireland making their way, crossing our track, is bordered by the Republic of Ireland on the island of, you got it, Ireland. Oh. As one of the home countries in the UK, Northern Ireland is not able to be a member of the Olympic movement. So the Commonwealth Games provides the only opportunity for its athletes to compete under their own flag at the international level in a multi-sport event.
Exact. Great information there, Jarrell. Scotland, located above England, forms part of the UK. Edinburgh became the first city to hold the Games twice in 1970 and 1986, and also became the first city to host the Youth Games. In 2000, they inaugurated the Millennium Commonwealth Youth Games, which is now held every 4 years.
Rounding out Europe is Wales, led by Josiah Thompson. It is bordered by England to the east and the Irish Sea, and Atlantic Ocean to the west and southwest.
Those were the 10 countries from Europe crossing right now on the track. Remember, it's over 70 countries we have to feature here this afternoon, all taking part of the Commonwealth Youth Games. We are very excited to have them. We welcome them all, and we hope not only competing, but they get to have a little Trinbago experience, yeah? We wait to see who else is about to cross the track, getting the closest they can to Carnival, the parade of the bands, as Trinis would call it.
Yes.
This is the closest they can parade.
Well, definitely we invite all of you all that are viewing right now to Trinidad and Tobago Carnival. This is just a taste of what happens for 2 months here in the Twin Island Republic. From Europe, we head to Oceania, and we get ready for 13 countries representing from this region. We are getting ready to go down under to Australia. Officially became a member of the Commonwealth of Nations in 1931 under the Statute of Westminster, having become independent of the United Kingdom in 1901. Australia is one of only 6 countries to have competed in all of the Commonwealth Games held since 1930. The nation's impressive international sport record extends to its participation in every Olympic and Paralympics Games in the modern era, as well as each edition of the Commonwealth Youth Games, which started in 2000. 75 athletes they are representing with this time around, competing in triathlon, beach volleyball, swimming, netball, rugby, cycling, athletics, and they will have their para-athletes participating as well from Australia. So you can look out for this delegation being at all of the venues, from the Crawford Stadium to the Aquatic Center to the Cycling Center in Couva to the venues in Tobago like the Blackrock Sporting Facility as well as the Shore Park Complex. Australia will definitely be here in Trinidad and Tobago, well represented for the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023. Remember, this is the largest multi-disciplinary sporting event in the world for 2023, and it happens right here in Trinidad and Tobago as we show these athletes the beauty of our twin island republic, the energy of the people, and the love that exists here as the athletes make their way up to the stands. And we see Australia representing here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. The Hasely Crawford Stadium, named after Trinidad and Tobago's first Olympic gold medalist, Hasely Crawford, who would have won in 1976. Funny enough, not too far after, in 1979, one of the sporting disciplines that we are going to see on display here at the Commonwealth Youth Games is netball, and that's when Trinidad and Tobago would have won the World Championships in netball in 1979. We move on to the Cook Islands.
All right, so we continue with the Cook Islands, one of the 13 countries from Oceania crossing right now. The Cook Islands archipelago lies in the South Pacific and is self-governing in free association with New Zealand. Did you know that? There are 15 islands in total, of which 13 are inhabited. So in case you're thinking of visiting, keep that in mind, all right? Cook Islands, one of the 13 countries out of Oceania. And we head now to Fiji.
Liam Alexander Pacheco leads Fiji, which first entered the Commonwealth in 1970. And they were readmitted in 1997 after a 10-year lapse. 34 athletes and 11 officials will participate in 5 sports of athletics, including, of course, rugby sevens. If you know, you know. Team Fiji is led by Chef de Monsieur Calvin Yee. And for most of the athletes, this is the first time traveling outside of the country. So I think it's very exciting that their first country out of their own is Trinidad and Tobago.
Wow, big deal there for the athletes, the young men and women of Fiji. Up next, we get ready for a country that some may not know in terms of the spelling, but this is Kiribati. It's spelled Kiribati, yet it is pronounced Kiribati. It's made up of 33 islands, 21 inhabited, across 5.2 million square meters of ocean, and joined the Commonwealth in 1979. Kiribati became a member of the Commonwealth Games Federation in 1998, which is the year that Trinidad and Tobago would have won Miss Universe. Just a little fun fact there for those of you all out there. 3 athletic competitors compete in different sporting disciplines, and we have their team leader, their government representative, and their coach representing them as well on the track here today as they get ready for the games. Now, interestingly enough, if you look at the hat of the athletes of Kiribati, it's very similar to the hat that is worn by the mascot, Kokie, for the games. So definitely not by coincidence, definitely by design. Kiribati, we welcome them to Trinidad and Tobago for the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023. Remember, it's going to be 1 week of activities, various sporting disciplines across 2 islands. I urge you to tune in, catch the action, and if you can attend, find yourself at one of these venues. Up next, we get ready for Nauru.
That's right, Nauru making their parade a member of the Commonwealth since 1968. Nauru is a very tiny phosphate rock island nation located in the South Pacific Ocean, south of the Marshall Islands in Oceania. Nauru making their cross. It doesn't seem as if they have come out of the tunnel just yet. Oh, there they are. Nauru definitely making their cross. Yes. And now New Zealand is crossing the stage.
New Zealand's team is made up of 10 swimmers and 4 beach volleyball athletes. This South Pacific nation is made up of 2 large islands, Stewart Island and several offshore islands too. The Maori name for New Zealand is Aotearoa. I hope I didn't get that too wrong. Land of the long white cloud, and the Kiwis, as they are more commonly known, have competed in every Commonwealth Games since 1930, one of 6 nations to hold this distinction. The New Zealand have also hosted the Commonwealth Games on 3 occasions. The latter games in Auckland produced 58 medals for the host nation, 17 of which were gold.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Up next, Niue, the South Pacific island of Niue is self-governing in free association with New Zealand. It is a coral island stretching 19 kilometers from north to south, covering an area of less than 260 square kilometers. It lies 480 kilometers east of Tonga. Now we have a team of 4 young athletes and 2 officials representing them, and they are going to do their best, as all athletes will be competing in athletics, field events, shot put, discus, and javelin.
If none of these nations have ever jumped a Carnival Monday or Tuesday in Trinidad and Tobago to soca music, well, this afternoon they are most certainly getting that experience. Now we have Papua New Guinea, the independent state that is in the South Pacific, joined the Commonwealth in 1975, a year after its National Olympic Committee was formally recognized. The country borders Indonesia and sits north of Australia and west of the Solomon Islands. Papua New Guinea is set to participate in 2 of the 7 sports. The team of 10 will be led by former Papua New Guinea athlete and Olympian, who is also the Papua New Guinea Olympic Committee female vice president. Good to know. Team PNG will be participating in athletics and swimming.
Janelle Johnson leads Samoa, which joined the Commonwealth in 1970. It is an archipelago of 9 islands at the center of the Southwest Pacific island groups. The name Samoa, from Sa, which means sacred, and Moa, which is center, means sacred center of the universe. They proudly hosted the 5th edition of the Commonwealth Youth Games in Samoa's capital, Apia, from the 5th to the 11th of September 2015. Beautiful.
And with excitement, we welcome the Solomon Islands, an archipelago in the Southwest Pacific, consisting of a double chain of rocky islands and some small coral islands. It joined the Commonwealth in 1978. Solomon Islands attended their first Commonwealth Games in Brisbane in 1982 and have only been absent from the 1986 Games. And the music in the background, for those of you all that are not familiar, that's the music of Trinidad and Tobago. It's called soca.
Tonga is very fortunate to cross with Destra Garcia's. The Kingdom of Tonga, known as the Friendly Islands, joined the Commonwealth in 1970. It lies within the central Southwest Pacific, and its islands straddle the international dateline. Team Tonga consists of 4 swimmers. So they are only competing in swimming here at the Commonwealth for 2023. But now let's see who's crossing next. Oh, Tuvalu is making the cross right now.
Tuvalu.
Formerly known as the Ellis Islands, Tuvalu is a group of atolls lying south of the equator in the western Pacific Ocean, south of Kiribati and north of the Fiji Islands. It joined the Commonwealth in 1978. Tuvalu's athletic committee consists of 7 competitors this year. Tuvalu crossing our stage live at the Hasely Crawford Stadium in Trinidad and Tobago.
We welcome Vanuatu.
The Republic of Vanuatu joined the Commonwealth in 1980. The same year, they gained independence. The land area is made up of a group of islands in the Southwest Pacific, lying south of the Solomon Islands and east of the state of Queensland in Australia. Vanuatu will be taking part in beach volleyball, athletics, and aquatics, and the flag bearer is Daniel Guada.
And those were your nations out of Oceania. Now we get ready to celebrate the Caribbean nations. 14 countries, and we look forward to the excitement that will erupt here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium as each of these nations will cross the track.
The more the audience is excited. Cheers coming from the stands at this moment as we get ready for 14 countries from the Caribbean to cross. But right before that, let's put a little costumes that you would more than likely see on Carnival Monday and Tuesday in Trinidad and Tobago to add to the crossing of the band atmosphere. Starting it off is Antigua and Barbuda, situated at the north of the Leeward Islands in the Eastern Caribbean and comprising of 3 islands. Antigua and Barbuda have attended a total of 9 Commonwealth Games. Antigua and Barbuda's former Prime Minister, Lester Bryant Byrd, was an athlete of some repute during the late 1950s and 1960s.
Well, we actually had Anguilla in front of Antigua and Barbuda, but right now we get ready for Barbados, and their music is in the background.
Keone Hagley leads with Barbados, which became members of the Commonwealth in 1966. And it is the most easterly of the Caribbean islands, sitting south of St. Lucia, east of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and north of Trinidad and Tobago. And I do hope that we do indeed hear a song from each island in the Caribbean.
Well, we'll see what can happen, but nevertheless we move on to the Cayman Islands. Trust me, a beautiful place to visit. Competing in swimming, 7 athletes, athletics, 2 beach volleyball. They have their team of 2. The Cayman Islands are an overseas UK territory. The island group lies between Cuba and Jamaica in the Caribbean. The territory is a group of 3 islands: Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman. The National Olympic Committee of Cayman Islands was established in 1973, recognized in 1976, and is responsible for organizing the country's participation in the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games. We welcome the Cayman Islands. I mean, the excitement is here when you see the Caribbean nations. You get that Caribbean energy on the track. You feel it.
Dominica follows the Cayman Islands here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. Dominica joined the Commonwealth in 1978 and have appeared at various editions of the Commonwealth Games dating back to 1958 in Cardiff, Wales, and have attended every edition since 1994. It represents all matters concerned with the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games in Dominica.
Grenada joined the Commonwealth in 1974 and is the most southerly of the windwards in the Eastern Caribbean. Its Caribbean neighbors include St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Trinidad and Tobago. And Azzy Moran is the flag bearer of Grenada.
And Grenada would have had Kirani James, their Olympian, who would have represented them in Commonwealth Youth Games at an earlier stage in his life. Up next, we get ready for Jamaica. They entered the Commonwealth in 1962 and have taken part in almost every game since their debut in London in 1934. The 3rd largest island in the Caribbean, Jamaica has won medals every time they have taken part in the Commonwealth Games. So we look forward to their prowess this time around.
Montserrat, entirely volcanic and mountainous with a rugged coastline. The island of Montserrat made its debut in 1994's Commonwealth Games in Victoria and have attended every edition of the Games ever since.
To welcome St. Lucia. St. Lucia joined the Commonwealth in 1979 and had their National Olympic Committee recognized 14 years later. St. Lucia made their Games debut in 1960 and competed next in 70 and 80 and 78 before participating uninterrupted since 1994.
Well, up next is St. Kitts and Nevis. They joined the Commonwealth in 1983, a full 10 years before their National Olympic Committee was recognized. And if you come to visit Trinidad and Tobago, there are now direct flights to St. Kitts and Nevis. They returned to the competition games in 1990 after their debut in 1978 and have enjoyed uninterrupted participation ever since. We get ready for St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines joined the Commonwealth in 1979. The Games in 1970 saw St. Vincent and the Grenadines lift its first medal of bronze in the weightlifting. On the athletics track at the Commonwealth Games in Delhi 2010, St. Vincent and the Grenadines won another gold medal. They are definitely one to look out for, St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
To welcome up next the British Virgin Islands. It's a UK overseas territory and lies roughly midway between Puerto Rico and the northernmost of the Leeward Islands group in the Caribbean. It is an archipelago of over 40 islands, 16 of which are inhabited. To the east of the islands lies Anguilla. The British Virgin Island Olympic Association was formed in 1980 and formally recognized 2 years later, and is responsible for organizing the country's participation in the Commonwealth Games. Well, Turks and Caicos, they also are part of it, but we get ready for the host nation. This is the country, the land of Calypso, the land of steel pan, one of the biggest oil and gas producers in the world, Trinidad and Tobago.
And we are led by such a beautiful costume that we would remember from Dimash Gras. Here we come in all of our glory.
Trinidad and Tobago, we joined the Commonwealth in 1962.
That's right, Trinidad and Tobago joined the Commonwealth in 1962, and it is the most southerly of the West Indian island states, and is situated 11.2 kilometers off the Venezuelan coast. It consists of 2 islands, ladies and gentlemen, Trinidad and Tobago, where we like to run away to relax, the former of the largest in terms of population and landmass. The Trinidad and Tobago Olympic Committee was formed in 1948 and is responsible for organizing this country's participation in the Commonwealth Games. We have rugby, men and women, netball, athletics, para-athletics, cycling, beach volleyball, triathlon, swimming. Of course, we have our officials crossing and the medical team.
We need to mention our officials because we have Olympian J.U. Gordon as our chef de mission for the Trinidad and Tobago team for the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023. And we also see our large carnival costumes in full display following Team Trinidad and Tobago as the crowd erupts as Team Trinidad and Tobago crosses. They are accompanied by the medical team and all of the athletes. Trinidad and Tobago is ready to shine here at the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023, Trinbago 2023.
So there are still some displays to happen. Of course, we have the feeling of crossing the stage, the big stage Carnival Monday and Tuesday. Instead, we allowed all our nations, remember in total for this year's Commonwealth 2023, we have over 70 countries. And so to give all the countries a taste of home for us, Trinidad and Tobago, what other way than to make it feel like crossing the stage Carnival Monday and Tuesday? The athletes mixed in with the mass, of course supported by soca music from Trinidad and Tobago, and you got some soca music from the islands as well, helping to add to the energy and the spirit here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium in Trinidad itself. Early on you would have had Tobago's opening, so the excitement may have died down in Tobago. They should be heading back to their hotels, but in Trinidad we are still having a time. This is the opening for the Commonwealth Youth Games 2023 hosted by Trinidad and Tobago. We have some 2023 soca, of course, playing in the background, supporting some.
Yes, indeed, Jarrell.
Seems like
and a great thing about the games this time around is we do, other than our mascot, we also have our theme song performed by Freetown Collective, which will be performed a little later on this afternoon. But also, we have to make note that the crossing of the bands, the countries as part of the band, is all part of the great presentation that happened before, which featured script writing from one of our thespians who has been around quite a time, Penelope Spencer. But right now we head back to the story as it continues with Ryan Batry and Natasha Lake.
As well, Natasha, but not the drinking kind, if you know what I mean.
That was real impressive, Papa. Those masqueraders well played their mass, eh? I repeat, our avenue won't be the same again.
Very impressive, it's true, if I might say so myself. They represented their countries with gusto. That's the same energy they will represent their countries in the 7th Commonwealth Games. Grandchild, the Commonwealth uses sports to unite the Commonwealth family. There'll be many sporting events happening all over Trinidad and Tobago in the next week. We have swimming. track events, high and long jumps, beach volleyball in Tobago, cycling, netball, rugby. These are among the 22 sporting events to be held in Trinidad and Tobago.
Papa, when I look at our sport and where Trinidad and Tobago stands in this sector, Papa, we do real good for ourselves, you know. I mean, from Hasely Crawford, our first Olympic gold medalist, to Lara in cricket, then there's Dwight York in football, to Keyshawn Walcott in javelin, to Bovel in swimming, Cleopatra in shot put, Jereme Richards in track, and the list goes on and on and on. And all of them started right here, Papa, right here on this tiny, tiny little island. Papa Laps, we real do good for ourselves, you know, Papa. We could and have stood up to many giants.
Yes, sir. As the old people would say in Patois, we small, but we talawa. Child, if it's one thing that unites us here in Trinidad and Tobago, it's our sports. Actually, it unites these Commonwealth of Nations. I mean, having this event here in Trinbago shows the love and care they have for the youths and the sports. We need this.
They are making a significant statement, Papa. I feel real proud of us as a nation in what we have produced and achieved. But come on, here we go. The parade looking real good. So let's go and join them down on the avenue, Papa. Here we go.
Yes, let's do that. It's one Commonwealth and we all belong to it. So let's go dance, grandchild. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's prepare ourselves now for the entrance of the Commonwealth Sport flag and the Trinbago 2023 flag.
Right now, what's happening live at the Hasely Crawford Stadium, we had the parade of the bands, and of course, every country would have had their flag leading them. Currently, the official flags for the Commonwealth Games and Commonwealth Youth Games crossing to end off the parade of the bands here at the Hasely Crawford Stadium.
On either side of the podium, we prepare now for the officials' athletes' oath and the technical officials' oath. We begin with the athletes' oath, and we invite cyclist Alexia Wilson and track athlete Imani Matthews to declare the athletes' oath on behalf of all the athletes present. Let's listen.
We declare that we will take part in Trinbago 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games in spirit of true sportsmanship.
Committing ourselves to a clean games, recognizing the rules which govern them.
For the honor of all Commonwealth citizens and communities we represent. The Commonwealth Games Federation and for the positive impact of sport.
Thank you to Alexia and Imani. And now, let's welcome to declare the technical officials' oath, Michelle Stout, International Area Photo Finish Judge.
We, the judges and referees officiating at the Trinbago 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games, promise to apply the rules which govern them with complete impartiality and fairness. In discharging our duties and responsibilities, we will encourage the true spirit of sportsmanship, upholding and protecting the values of the Commonwealth and the Commonwealth Games Federation. Thank you.
Thank you to Ms. Michelle Stout, International Area Photo Finish Judge, for declaring the technical official's oath. And now, ladies and gentlemen, escorted by the President of the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association and member of the local organizing committee, Ms. Diane Henderson, please welcome to deliver remarks the President of the Commonwealth Games Federation, Dame Louise Martin, and the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo, ORTT.
Prime Minister, Secretary General, honoured guests, and everyone following online, and of course you, our Commonwealth athletes, here in the stadium and over in Tobago. Thank you for joining me and Her Excellency this afternoon as we prepare to officially open the 7th edition of the Commonwealth Youth Games. And before I go any further, I'm ad-libbing here, because I must say that was one of the best opening ceremonies I have ever seen. So well done. These youth games have been organised by and for young people. Let's all pause to celebrate a dream come true. Our Commonwealth united through sport. The Commonwealth's finest young athletes from 69 countries right here in Trinidad and Tobago. You should all be proud. Your youth games are the first ever to welcome para-athletes, the first to be spread across 2 islands, and the first youth games in our games ever in the Caribbean. And the most sustainable youth games yet. Thank you for hosting us and for everything you have done to get us here. Thank you also for the leadership you have shown in timing and focusing these games and indeed this ceremony around Emancipation Day. We share your belief that through these games we can unlock our future potential and acknowledge the wrongs of the past. Athletes, most of all, I truly hope you seize the moment and enjoy this Carnival in the Caribbean of inspiring competition, personal development and global friendship. This might be your first international competition or first multi-sport games. I was just 16 years old myself when I swam in Australia at the Commonwealth Games, and my first time in a plane away from home, my family on the other side of the world. So much will be going through your mind. I know I was completely overwhelmed and at the same time excited and raring to go. My advice to you is believe, perform, and enjoy the moment. Next week, we will look on with excitement and pride as we watch and support you. You are diverse, unique, and equal members of one big sporting family, especially in this Commonwealth Year of Youth. We will celebrate each and every one of you. It has been a huge team effort, delivered in record time, and the stage is now set. Let us applaud these young athletes for securing their places here in Trinbago 23 and wish them all the best for the competition ahead. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce Her Excellency Christine Kangaloo, President of Trinidad and Tobago, to officially open the Games. Your Excellency.
Good afternoon, everyone. I have the easiest and I think the most pleasant task to perform today. And here we go. I hereby declare open the Commonwealth Youth Games, the 7th Commonwealth Youth Games.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Dame Louise. Thank you, Miss Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, look to your left. Here comes Corquier, the Trinbago 2023 mascot. Here for the opening, the leatherback turtle, the official mascot for Trinbago 2023 Commonwealth Youth Games. Hello, Corquier. Let me see you move. Put your hands together one more time for the Trinbago 2023 mascot. Please welcome Corquier. And I want you to give a special Trinbago 2023.
Straight from morning on night. Now is the time I will show the world how I fight, how I win, and why I deserve to have my name among the greatest of the great. These are the days the champions are made. Represent where you're from. I have love for the whole wide world. With you at the center, you are the master key. Love is by my side. Oh, take me People, do you listen? Perfect girl, tell me, do you care? What is your position for the people? Represent! Yeah. Represent! When you tell me that you represent, we want to see some evidence. Please don't miss it. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, sing!
don't really care. One love in the tradition and we got support to share. Yeah, and we live like this every day. To tell love and we don't delay. Love like this we
one more time, everybody sing now.
One love in the anthem.
Let me see your heart step will.
One love in the anthem.
Let me see your heart. Everybody say.
One love is the anthem.
We have one more song for you. I want to see everybody get off their feet right now. Everybody get up off your feet right now. Right now, get up off your feet. And show them how much love we have as Trinidadians. Let's go, let's go. Trinbagonians, here we go.
Can you feel the love that's in the air? Tell me, can you feel the love? Dancing, moving, moving everywhere.
Tell me, everybody rock. Can you
feel the love that's in the air? Tell me, can you feel the love? Dancing, moving. My vibe's too hard, and my heart is so jump right now. You will touch the sky. Feel my love unfold like a laughing.
Represent where you're from. Let me go. 1, 2, 3, tell them.
Million people come and go, dancing to us now. Love is life and life is love. Blessings from above. Sing with me, sing.
Sing.
Can you feel the love that's in the air? Tell me, can you feel the love? Dancing, moving, moving everywhere.
1, 2, 1. Everybody, clap your hands.
Everybody sing.
There we go.
Take me to the river, take me to the sea. Wash over me music, bed me in your melody. We are such a blessed child, sweeter than a million bees. People live 1,000 lives and never feel it free. A million people come and go, dancing to a song. Love is life and life is love, blessings from above.
Everybody say.
Can you feel the love that's in the air? Dancing, moving, grooving. Dancing, moving, grooving everywhere. Yo, if you feel it, let me hear you say na 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 na. Everybody sing na.
There you have it, the Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023 has officially been open, and as the head of the games for Trinidad and Tobago, the organizing committee has said these games not only celebrate athletic prowess but also foster cultural exchange and lifelong friendships among young people from diverse backgrounds.
You say it so well, but it's something else to see it. An epic fusion of sport and art. Of course, with that Trinbago culture, you got it right here live at the Hasely Crawford Stadium. Shout out going out to Tobago. Remember, it's a Twin Island Republic, Trinidad and Tobago. So an opening happened in Tobago. Shout out to all the athletes across in Tobago. But of course, we are ending off the official opening in Trinidad.
And we have to congratulate Valmiki Maraj and his team, as you said, script, Penelope Spencer, Bridget Wilson, lead choreographer. It was truly a beautiful presentation, a way to take an opening ceremony and make it a mass.
Definitely. So for those of you all that watch this entire presentation and you're not from Trinidad and Tobago, don't worry, you can visit and experience this for 2 months here in our Twin Island nation. My name is Hans Devines.
I am Jarrell Forbes.
And I'm Sanian Lewis.
This is Commonwealth Youth Games 2023, Trinbago 2023. Thank you for watching. It's going to be a week full of activities. Log on to the Commonwealth Youth Games website for all the information. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being part of Commonwealth Youth Games Trinbago 2023.
Clap your hands now. Tell me if you're ready. If you're ready, tell me if you're ready. No,
I have a dream. One day you will see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see what I see. I have a dream. One day you will see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see what I see. I give my everything now for the love of this energy. One thing I know, this will be a memory. Fire inside me burning bright, straight from morning until night. Now is the time I will show the world how I fight, how I win, and why I deserve to have my name among the greatest of the great. These are the days, champions are made. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see, see what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready. If you're ready now, if you're ready now, if you're ready now, sing, sing, sing. Whoa. Tell me if you're ready now. Go like this. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. I live my life for this moment. Life for this moment. Rise up and own it. Rise up and own it. Won't let it pass me. Won't let it pass me by. I live my life for this moment. Life for this moment. Rise up and own it. Rise up and own it. Won't let it pass me. Won't let it pass me by. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe. Can you jump with me? Can you go like this? Can you go like this? Can you go like this? I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, ready, ready. If you're ready, if you're ready, no. If you're ready, no. If you're ready, no. Up off your feet, sing, sing with me now. Tell me if you're ready now. Tell me if you're ready now. If you have love for all these champions, all these artists out here, keep singing for me. Tell me if you're ready now. Go like this. Let them feel your support. One day you'll see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see what I see. I have a dream. One day you will see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see what I see. I give my everything now for the love of this energy. One thing I know, this will be a memory. Fire inside me burning bright, straight from morning until night. Now is the time I will show the world how I fight, how I win, and why I deserve to have my name among the greatest of the great. These are the days, champions are made. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe. If you're ready, you're ready, you're ready. Show them some love. Like this. Go like this. Tell me if you're ready. Tell me if you're ready now. Tell me if you're ready now. I live my life for this moment.
Life for this moment.
Rise up and own it.
Rise up and own it.
Won't let it pass me.
Won't let it pass me
by. I live my life for this moment.
Life for this moment.
Rise up and own it.
Rise up and own it.
Won't let it pass me.
Won't let it pass me
by. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see, see what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. Are you ready? You ready? You ready? Trinidad and Tobago. Sing. Everybody on their feet and go like this. If you support the athletes, so where you from? I want to hear the whole stadium sing.
I have a dream. One day you see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see, see what I see. I have a dream. One day you see there's a champion in me. You will see what I see what I see. I give my everything now for the love of this energy. One thing I know, this will be a memory. Fire inside me burning bright, straight from morning on till night. Now is the time I will show the world how I fight, how I win and why I deserve to have my name among the greatest of the great. These are the days champions are made. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see, what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Tell me if you're ready now.
Jump with me. Jump with me.
Tell me if you're ready now. You ready? You ready now? You ready? Tell me if you're ready now. You ready? You ready now? You ready? Tell me if you're ready.
Life for this moment,
Life for this moment.
rise up and own it,
Rise up and own it.
won't let it pass me,
Won't let it pass me
by. I live my life for this moment,
Life for this moment.
rise up and own it,
Rise up and own it.
won't let it pass me,
Won't let it pass me by.
I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see what I see. I'm ready,
Give a round of applause for all the teams that are leaving the field now. Make some noise for them.
I'm ready, I'm ready.
Tell me if you're ready now. You ready? Tell me if you're ready now. Tell me if you're ready now. You ready? You ready now? You ready? Tell me if you're ready.
Keep clapping for them as they leave the field. They are about to embark on a real serious mission supporting their countries and represented. Yeah! Yes, South Africa. Blessings, South Africa. Yes, indeed.
I have a dream. One day you'll see there's a champion in me.
Where you from? Where you from? Malaysia? Malaysia, make up yourself, same way.
I have a dream.
Everybody give your hands up for Malaysia right now.
There's a champion in me.
And Barbados is now leaving the field as well. Put your hands together for Barbados.
I give my everything now for the love of this energy.
And behind me, of course, is Trinidad and Tobago, representing for the red, black and white. Oh, let's come and jump with Melon. Come now, come now, come now, come now. Hey, 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 hey.
My name among the greatest of the great. These are the days champions are made. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see, what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, I'm ready.
Sing.
Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready.
Life for this moment, life for this moment. Rise up and
Give it up one more time for Trinidad and Tobago.
won't let it pass.
Yeah.
Won't let it pass me by. I live my life for this moment, life for this moment. Rise up and hold it, rise up and hold it. Won't let it pass me, won't let it pass me by.
Why?
I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me. I'm ready to make the world see what I see, see what I see. I'm ready to make the world believe in me, believe in me.
I'm ready, you ready, you ready, you ready.
I'm
One
ready.
more time, sing with me, sing. Hey,
Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready.
sing with me.
We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready now. We ready. We ready now. We ready. Tell me if you're ready.
Give thanks.
Say goodbye, those tears I cry. No, I can't get over it.
So don't you ever